Welcome to Sidelines and Swings, where football isn't just a game, it's a battlefield of warriors, a stage for legends, and sometimes an all-out war zone. There are moments on the pitch that make you question reality. Wait, is this football or an MMA showdown? The crowd gasps, the commentators go silent for a second, and then they hit you with that classic line, "Ooh, that's gotta hurt." Today, we're diving deep into some of the most savage, bone-crunching, and downright brutal tackles in football history. Those moments when a simple foul turned into an all-out collision, making fans wonder if they accidentally tuned into a UFC fight. But don't worry, we're not here just to wince in pain. We'll also have some fun along the way. Because let's be honest, some of these tackles are so over the top, they feel straight out of a Bollywood action film, just with a football twist. Brace yourselves, because today we're reliving the most vicious tackles in football history, where raw aggression took over, players turned their bodies into weapons, and the entire stadium held its breath as chaos unfolded. Bro, are we watching football or an unscripted episode of WWE? You know it's bad when the ref blows the whistle and just walks away. At this point, some players aren't trying to score goals. They're out here auditioning for a Bruce Lee biopic. Alright, let's get started with our first insane tackle, one that set the tone for football's most brutal moments. Get ready for the legendary showdown between Vinnie Jones and Paul Gascoigne. Vinnie Jones versus Gaza, 1990 FA Cup, the infamous knee. Our story takes us back to the 1990 FA Cup semifinal, a game that changed the meaning of rough play forever. On one side, we had Vinnie Jones, a footballer who played like he was sent straight from an action movie. On the other, Paul Gascoigne, or Gaza, not just a skilled midfielder, but a player known for his playful personality, sometimes emotional, sometimes unpredictable. The match was electric, with Gaza moving forward when suddenly, boom, Vinnie Jones struck. His knee went straight into Gaza's face, stopping him dead in his tracks. Gascoigne's face twisted in pain and shock, and for a moment, even he looked confused. Did that really just happen? But that confusion quickly turned into rage, because when you get hit that hard, there's only one thing on your mind: revenge. Folks, you think that was bad? Just wait, because what comes next is pure football revenge at its finest. It's the stuff of legends, the tale of one man's payback. Buckle up, because now we're talking about Roy Keane's revenge tackle. Roy Keane's revenge on Erling Haaland. This wasn't just a foul, it was revenge served cold. Back in 1997, Roy Keane suffered a brutal knee injury after a tackle from Erling Haaland. As Keane lay on the ground, in agony, Haaland stood over him, mocking him, accusing him of faking it. Keane never forgot. Fast forward 4 years later, Keane and Haaland crossed paths again. And this time, Keane wasn't playing football. He was delivering a message. As Haaland moved towards the ball, Keane launched himself full force, studs up, straight into Haaland's knee. The impact was brutal. Haaland collapsed instantly, clutching his leg in pain. Keane didn't just walk away. He stood over him and let him know, "That's for last time." The stadium fell silent. Fans were in shock. This wasn't just a tackle, it was a personal war. Keane was banned, but in his eyes, revenge was worth it. Keane got his payback, but you think that's wild? Oh, we're just warming up. Next, we're diving into a tackle so violent, so outrageous, that it looked like an actual street fight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Ben Thatcher's elbow strike. Ben Thatcher's elbow on Pedro Mendes. If there was ever a what the hell was that moment in football, this was it. Mendes was sprinting forward, completely focused on the ball, when out of nowhere, bam! Thatcher smashed his elbow straight into Mendes' face like he was throwing a UFC elbow strike. Mendes collapsed instantly, unconscious before he even hit the ground. The crowd gasped, players froze. This wasn't a tackle, it was an assault. Thatcher received a lengthy ban, but the damage was already done. This moment is still remembered as one of the most shocking, dangerous, and unnecessary fouls in football history. Bro, at this point, we're not watching football anymore. This is Fight Club. But hold on, because the next moment, oh, it's even crazier. We're talking about Duncan Ferguson, the man who turned his head into a weapon. Duncan Ferguson's header on John McStay, 1994. Aerial duels in football can be intense, but Duncan Ferguson took things to another level. During a heated clash in 1994, John McStay went up for a routine header, but Ferguson had other plans. Instead of heading the ball, he launched his head straight into McStay's face. The impact was brutal. McStay dropped like a rock, knocked out. Ferguson, he barely flinched. This wasn't just a reckless challenge, it was a deliberate act of aggression that sent McStay to the hospital and Ferguson into football infamy. Okay, now things are getting out of hand. But if you thought that was bad, just wait. Because coming up next is a move so crazy, so reckless, that even a Hollywood stuntman would say, damn, that's too much. It's Nigel de Jong's Kung Fu Kick. Nigel de Jong Kung Fu Kick on Xabi Alonso, 2010. The 2010 World Cup final, Spain versus Netherlands, the entire world watching, and then a scene straight out of a martial arts film. Xabi Alonso was moving forward with the ball when suddenly De Jong flew in like Bruce Lee, delivering a karate kick straight to Alonso's chest. Fans were stunned. Alonso was on the ground gasping for air. Somehow, De Jong only got a yellow card. Seriously, how? This moment became one of the most infamous fouls in World Cup history, proving that sometimes football isn't just about skill, it's about surviving the battle. And there you have it. The most savage, brutal, and downright insane moments in football history. Some tackles were calculated revenge, some were reckless aggression, and some, well, they were just downright insane. Which of these moments shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because, trust me, there is more where this came from. Football isn't just a game, it's a battlefield. See you in the next video.